The monitoring MP of the Ministry of External Affairs, Sajin Vass, says that he will, in the coming days, reveal the truth behind revelations made on our special segment Newsline by Kunanayakam, the former permanent representative in Geneva. Kunawardene made this statement at a media briefing held in Ambalangoda this afternoon. Various views were expressed on the matter on the political stage today.
I need to see the report first. Until you brought up this information, I was unaware that such a report existed.
But aren't you the monitoring MP?
Although I am the monitoring MP, I do not look into everything at the ministry. We have about 50 embassies, or 60. If I go to look into all of them, I will have nothing else to do. As politicians, our task is to enact policy, implementing the foreign policy. There are larger problems. It is the Ministry Secretary's responsibility to look at whether contracts are being issued in keeping with administrative and financial regulations.
Do you not believe that it is disappointing that no investigation was undertaken even after the audit report was prepared?
Definitely. When an audit report is conducted, the audit report must be submitted to the Ministry Secretary and he must take action. The Auditor General conducts an audit, and just because some factors are mentioned here, it does not mean that they are wrong. That is the truth. When we consider an Auditor General's report, there are 10 questions asking for cause to be shown. Afterwards, there is a procedure. It is the responsibility of the ministry or the institution to respond to this. We do not know if that has happened or not. Who says it hasn't happened?
Vasanta Samarasinghe.
Vasanta Samarasinghe is an opposition member. The government is not bound to respond to an opposition member. We are bound to respond to the Treasury.
Everyone in this country knows about the LTTE. This matter has taken on such significance because it was given to an LTTE company.
An inquiry must be held to determine if it was an LTTE company or not. We need to look into it. What steps have we taken? Give me another 2 or 3 days and the truth will come out. I am looking into it now.
The name of the Foreign Secretary, Shenuka Seneviratne's husband, has been caught up in this matter. As you say, in the event that an investigation is held into the audit report and a person is found to be guilty, what action will be taken?
It is the same for everyone. There will be no difference. There is a procedure in the country. There are rules and regulations. We will not listen just because an individual says so.
Are you saying that Tamara Kunanayakam lied?
There are 2 matters here. One is foreign affairs and the other is international relations. I am mostly involved in international relations. Foreign affairs are a different matter. You must understand this. I do not go to look into whether the embassy has been plastered or whether buildings have been built. I do not have the time for it, and neither do I need to do it. There is a secretary for that purpose.
Sri Lanka Raja මුදල් ගෙවලා කොන්ත්‍රාත් කාර්යයක් අරගෙන තියෙනවා කම්පැනියක් සම්බන්ධ කරගෙන තිබෙනවා ඒ ඉදිකිරීම ප්‍රතිසංස්කරණ කටයුතු ක්‍රියාත්මක කරන්න.
They used government funds and got a contractor to take care of reconstruction work. Do you know who owns the organization? An LTTE sympathizer, an individual who was jailed in Geneva for having connections with the LTTE. His company has been contracted for renovation of the Sri Lankan mission. I am not making these statements. It is stated in a government report compiled by 4 government officials. Once the renovations are complete, they pay this LTTE sympathizer. Whose money is this? It is the money of the general public. This is the money of the taxpayers. It is the money of the treasury. Ambassadors are being appointed to protect the sovereignty of our country. Isn't it frightening that individuals who are appointed to safeguard our country are awarding such contracts to these kinds of people? All this is contained in this report. However, it is yet to see the light of day. As a responsible member of Parliament, I call on the President to present this report before Parliament and immediately take steps to bring the officials who awarded this corrupt contract before court. We also have a responsibility to know the contents of this report compiled by 4 officials. We need to know who engaged in this corrupt deal. Who were the forces behind this deal? Whose wants and needs were fulfilled through it? Until these revelations are made, we state that the government cannot use words and phrases such as patriotism, love for the nation and individuals who rooted out terrorism from the country. Reveal to the country all the deals that you have struck with the LTTE.
මේ දූෂිත කොන්ත්‍රාත්තුව පවරපු ඒ සියලුම බලධාරීන් නීතිය හමුවට ගෙන එන්නට ඔබතුමා කටයුතු කරන්න.